Have you ever seen a weather map during hurricane season with colorful squiggly lines? These are spaghetti models. They are crucial tools for tracking hurricanes, showing potential storm paths. Each line represents a possible hurricane path based on different computer simulations. Meteorologists use multiple models to predict storm movements, each with unique starting data. Spaghetti models plot these predictions on one map, offering a range of possible outcomes. The goal isn't a single answer, but to show potential scenarios as a storm approaches. This helps in making informed safety and preparation decisions. By considering all possibilities, we can better prepare for what might happen. It's about being ready for various outcomes, not just one. Spaghetti models are essential for understanding storm paths and preparing accordingly. They transform complex data into actionable insights for safety. Imagine planning a road trip, but instead of just one route, you have a dozen different ways to reach your destination. Each path winds through different landscapes with its own twists and turns, and you're not quite sure which one you'll end up taking. That's a lot like forecasting a hurricane's journey. A hurricane's path is shaped by invisible forces in the atmosphere, like highways in the sky, steering the storm in different directions depending on changing weather patterns. To visualize these possibilities, meteorologists use spaghetti models. Each colored line represents a different computer model's prediction, tracing a possible route the hurricane could take. Major models like the American GFS and the European ECMWF use their own unique data and algorithms to forecast the storm's path. Sometimes their predictions are similar, but often they diverge, reflecting the complexity of the atmosphere. When you see all these paths together, it's like looking at a map drawn by many different experts. Where the lines overlap, there's agreement. Where they spread apart, there's uncertainty. This collection of models is called an ensemble forecast. Think of it as a symphony, where each instrument adds its own voice to create a richer, more complete picture of what might happen. Meteorologists run these models many times, tweaking the starting conditions just a little each time. This helps reveal how small changes can lead to very different outcomes, showing the range of possible storm behaviors. When the lines cluster tightly together, it means the models agree, and confidence in the forecast grows. This is when meteorologists can be more certain about where the storm is headed. But when the lines spread out, it signals uncertainty. The storm could take any of those paths, so people in a wider area need to be ready for anything. It's like asking a panel of experts for advice. If they all agree, you can feel confident. If their opinions differ, you know to prepare for a range of possibilities. Spaghetti models help meteorologists communicate these uncertainties to the public, guiding communities to understand the risks and prepare for whatever the storm may bring. By showing all the possible tracks, these models help emergency managers and families make informed decisions, whether it's planning an evacuation or simply staying alert. Considering every possible path means we're better prepared for whatever might happen, from the most likely scenario to the unexpected. In the end, spaghetti models are a vital tool, helping us understand the many possible roads a hurricane might travel, and giving us the best chance to stay safe. Spaghetti models start at the storm's location, then spread out, showing forecast uncertainty. The further apart the lines, the greater the uncertainty in the storm's path. Like a paper airplane, initial predictions are accurate, but small changes can lead to big differences over time. Uncertainty arises from imperfect atmospheric measurements and complex physics. Models use approximations leading to different outcomes. Tight clusters indicate high confidence, while wide spreads signal low confidence. This helps forecasters and the public prepare for potential impacts. Understanding uncertainty is crucial for making informed decisions. Spaghetti models provide a visual representation of forecast uncertainty. They guide us in understanding storm paths and preparing for various outcomes. By considering all possibilities, we can better prepare for what might happen. Spaghetti models are essential for understanding storm paths and preparing accordingly. The cone of uncertainty is a crucial tool that complements spaghetti models, helping to summarize the uncertainty in hurricane forecasts. While spaghetti models show a range of possible paths based on different computer models, the cone distills this information into a single, easy-to-understand graphic. It's designed to help the public quickly grasp the level of uncertainty in a storm's projected path. The cone shows where the center of the storm is most likely to travel, but it's important to remember that it does not indicate where all the impacts will be felt. Many people mistakenly believe that areas outside the cone are safe, but that's not the case. The width of the cone is based on historical forecast errors, and it grows wider the further out in time you look. This widening reflects the increasing uncertainty in predicting a storm's path several days in advance. Hurricanes are massive systems, and dangerous weather, like heavy rain, strong winds, and storm surge, can occur far outside the cone. The impacts can stretch hundreds of miles from the center, affecting communities well beyond the forecast track. The cone only tracks the probable path of the storm's center, not the full range of its impacts. That's why it's so important to pay attention to official warnings, even if you're outside the cone. To get the most complete picture, use both the cone and spaghetti models together. The cone gives you a summary of expert forecasts, while spaghetti models show the raw output from many different computer simulations. Spaghetti models can look chaotic, but they reveal the range of possibilities. The cone, on the other hand, provides a more focused interpretation by meteorologists. When you use both tools together, you get a much clearer and more comprehensive view of where the storm might go and how it could affect you. Understanding both the cone and spaghetti models helps you make smarter decisions about safety and preparation, whether you're at home or planning to evacuate. By considering all the possibilities shown by these tools, you can better prepare for whatever the storm might bring, reducing risk for yourself and your loved ones. Spaghetti models and the cone are essential for understanding not just where a storm might go, but also how to respond and prepare effectively. By transforming complex meteorological data into clear, actionable insights, these tools empower everyone to stay safe and make informed decisions during hurricane season. Spaghetti models, once for professionals, are now accessible online for public safety. Reliable sources include the South Florida Water Management District and Cyclocane. These sites offer clear, user-friendly displays of spaghetti plots. Local TV stations and weather apps also incorporate these models into hurricane coverage. Understanding what you're seeing is crucial. Different models offer different perspectives. Avoid cherry-picking a single model. Consider the entire ensemble for accuracy. Use these tools to understand the official forecast and range of possibilities. The goal is to enhance awareness, not replace official forecasts. Spaghetti models provide valuable insights for preparation and safety. They help us anticipate potential impacts and make informed decisions. By considering all possibilities, we can better prepare for what might happen. Spaghetti models give you time to prepare when a storm is days away. Start hurricane preparations early, reviewing plans and checking supplies. Wide models spread signal readiness for potential impacts. Early action avoids last-minute rushes and ensures preparedness. Secure property and gather essentials well in advance. Businesses and homeowners use models for critical decisions. Spaghetti models provide context for smart, timely preparations. They help us anticipate potential impacts and make informed decisions. By considering all possibilities, we can better prepare for what might happen. Emergency managers rely on spaghetti models for critical decisions. They plan for worst-case scenarios, even if only a few models show direct threats. Models guide resource staging and emergency response scale. Tight clusters indicate focused preparation. Widespread signal broader readiness. Continuous communication with meteorologists ensures informed decisions. Spaghetti plots are central to discussions, aligning officials on potential threats. They help anticipate impacts and guide emergency planning. By considering all possibilities, we can better prepare for what might happen. Spaghetti models are essential for understanding storm paths and preparing accordingly. Imagine Hurricane Leo forms in the Atlantic, and meteorologists quickly get to work. At first, the computer models are scattered, each one showing a different possible path for the storm. This is where spaghetti models come in. They display all these different predictions at once, creating a tangle of lines that look like a plate of spaghetti. It might seem confusing, but this visual is actually a powerful tool for understanding uncertainty and risk. As days pass and more data is collected, the models begin to converge. The lines on the map start to cluster together, pointing toward a clearer threat to the southeastern U.S. This narrowing of possibilities helps meteorologists and emergency planners focus their attention and resources where they're needed most. Public awareness campaigns ramp up as the threat area becomes clearer. News outlets, local officials, and emergency services all work together to keep communities informed, using the latest model updates to guide their messaging. When the models show high agreement, authorities can issue evacuation orders with greater confidence. This early warning gives families time to pack up, secure their homes, and get to safety, making the entire process smoother and more organized. Spaghetti models provide crucial early warnings, allowing people to make informed decisions before the storm arrives. They help meteorologists explain the range of possible outcomes to the public in a way that's easy to understand. By turning uncertainty into clear action plans, these models help emergency teams mobilize resources, set up shelters, and coordinate volunteers. Every hour counts when a hurricane is approaching, and having a visual guide makes a real difference. Models offer a visual guide to potential storm paths and impacts, showing not just where the storm might go, but also how wide the area of risk could be. They help us anticipate potential impacts, from wind and rain to flooding and storm surge, so we can make informed decisions for our families and communities. By considering all possibilities, we can better prepare for what might happen, rather than being caught off guard by unexpected changes in the storm's path. Spaghetti models are essential for understanding storm paths and preparing accordingly. They help bridge the gap between complex science and real-world action. They transform complex data into actionable insights for safety, giving first responders and emergency managers the information they need to protect lives and property. Understanding these models is key to being weather-wise and ready. Teaching communities and even school children how to read these maps empowers everyone to take the right steps when a storm is on the horizon. Next time you see a spaghetti plot, you'll see more than just lines. You'll see a story about the future, a map of possibilities, and a tool that helps keep us safe. You'll see a range of possibilities, a measure of uncertainty, and a call to action. By understanding and respecting these models, we can all play a part in staying safe during hurricane season. Spaghetti models are powerful tools for understanding hurricane forecasts. They show possible storm paths, helping us prepare for various outcomes. Tight lines indicate high confidence. Wide spreads signal uncertainty. Reliable websites offer access to these models for informed safety decisions. They provide critical lead time for preparations and evacuations. Understanding these models is key to being weather-wise and ready. They transform complex data into actionable insights for safety. By considering all possibilities, we can better prepare for what might happen. Stay safe, everyone.